we have very obvious recipes, and we know that energy is very at the center of the picture, that we do have to, I mean, with or without the finance crisis, we need a shift to a low energy society. We do have a lot of recipes for doing that. Carbon tax is one, and traffic politics is another. Ecological housing is a third, and local agriculture is another. So we have elements. But the strange thing is, well, and that's why we need meetings like this, that under the pressure of the normal politics of day-to-day, the environment tends to fade out of the picture, even though it has to be part from day one of the social justice reform that we also need. So that's why we need movements that we can help each other in remembering every day that the green aspect is really at the heart of social justice as well. Well, I think one is that the tradition is weak. When we face acute social injustice, we speak to that. That is the anger of the everyday. People feel it when you lose your job. It doesn't feel like an environmental loss. But in fact, we know that in order to get the jobs back, the only way is to have an ecological reform at the same time. But that is not an instinctive response. It's a kind of intellectual thing which we have to reclaim every day through hard thinking. That's one. But the second is also that we are afraid in Europe that the socially just reforms we put forward, that the ecological responsibility will require quite huge reform of the European consumption society. And I think that's true. I think there's lots of things in our society which are normal today, like the private car, which don't have a place in a society which has real ecological responsibility. So I think we're afraid that the gap between the necessity and what we have is too big. And I think the only way to deal with that is to say, no, we're not getting there overnight. We're going to have gradual reform, and we're going to see that when we get fantastic public transport, nobody will want the car any longer. So things will come naturally as we proceed. But we're a bit trapped in the idea that taking environment seriously is dangerous to our prosperity. It's not. It's the only way to gain prosperity with some dignity. But it's not always easy to stick to that truth and really to make it part of our daily life. Yeah, well, the corporations want to make money. They always want to make money. So you say something green, there's, oh, we can make profits from green things. But then people will have to do the green politics on our conditions, which will be very anti-environment and anti-people conditions. So, I mean, you can, all big corporations present themselves as green. But in actual fact, they're far from that. So that's one difficulty we have, that there's all kinds of false dreams created. That with technology and with big corporations, we're going to solve climate change, and we're going to solve this and that. And in fact, no, it's only with democracy and social justice that we can get the environmental responsibility we need. But there is a corporate attack on the democratic green movement. And we do have eco-fascist tendencies within the green movement. People say, look, we don't have time for democracy. We need the big corporations, we need the strong states to come and take the responsibility which people are not prepared to take. So that is a thing, I think it's a very false claim, very, very deeply false claim, but it does affect us, and so we can't say it's not there. This argument is there, and it has to be confronted and explained why it can't work.